So, guys, let's try and get some energy and some positivity going. Sorry about the technical issues with the live stream. I mean, looking at the crowd in the match, everybody looks literally despondent. So, if I can try and be a source of positivity, I'll do my best, regardless of how hard it is. So, anyway, what do we think about the first half so far? Let me know in the comments. To be honest, there's been nothing to write home about. As we know, Sime got tackled and is now out of the game. So, our star player is no longer playing, which makes it even much more difficult for us to perform. So far, if I look at my overall thoughts in the first half, nothing to write home about. I can't remember any big chances we created or any clear-cut chances we created. We've had a lot of possession, as you'd expect. You know, the Rwandans will be very happy for us to do that. But we're still not seeing any semblance of attacking play. Well, one good part is I can see Onyeka wearing a bib, which means it looks like a substitution is about to happen. And Arokodare has been stripped out, so Arokodare is about to come on to play. I'm guessing for Onyeka because we have to go for the juggler. You know, the days of trying to see what's going to happen are long gone. You know, even the fans in the stadium, you can see their face. Nobody's happy. But it is what it is. I mean, guys, make no mistake about it. We have to win this game. Like, we'll even take 1-0. We said, oh, we want them to do well, but beggars are not choosers right now. You know, whatever we can get, we'll take it. Yeah, man. Tony, watch Harmonic first half performance at Spikes. My brother, I'm trying my best to project hope, man, but that was really poor. You know, the Rwandans basically didn't have to do much. You know, yes, they barely threatened us in goal, but we're yet to see anything. You know, so let's see what the second half can bring. You know. Ada J3 says Osimhen scored a clean goal that was disallowed. I believe it was offside, but I agree. Our players need to play with desperation. They're not playing like there's hunger in their lungs. I don't know what's going on, man. Chico Emeka said Onyeka has been so poor, zero ball progression. Was expecting Uche coming from him, but we'll take Tolu. Honestly, I have the same sentiments. You know, I think Onyeka has really struggled in the final third. He just looked a bit clueless. I would have also brought in Kusatsuke. I think he's the perfect link to play behind the striker. But look, Eric Kelly is under pressure and he must die by the sort of whatever decisions he makes. So if he decides that we have to go with a front two, with Arokodare and Desas, we'll see what happens, you know. Me personally, I think Kusatsuke should have played this game for sure. You know, even people like Delebashu and Onyeka, you can't be playing Rwanda and you play a double pivot of Ndidi and Onyeka. None of them are really progressive ball carriers. But you leave Onyeka on the bench. I mean, first play of the second half, Arokodare didn't put the ball out. Like, guys, let's just hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. I appreciate you guys in the comments, of course. And that says none of our shots were threatening. Pick one of Ndidi and Onyeka. You don't do both. I totally agree. Eric Telly will have to die by the sword of these institutions, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, we have 45 more minutes to see if we can get a goal. Look, the whole of the game is going to be played in the Rwanda final third, as we're seeing right now. Lookman's on the ball, driving through, playing the ball to Arokodare. He's got the ball back to who's that? Yemachi with the cross into the box. Not great. Goes back to Moses Simon. Moses Simon, please. Simon gives it back to Iwobi. Iwobi looks like he's going to cross to the box. Gives the ball to Onyemachi. Onyemachi with the cross to the box. The Rwanda goalkeeper almost made a hash of that, but they would succeed from that one. So Rwanda have the ball now. Number 11 with the ball. Got the ball over to number 13. If any Rwandans are watching this, please don't be upset. I only know Nshuti. If only we had DJ Okocha. Thank God. To think what we used to complain about when we used to have those qualification games where we will go out by goal difference or lose to Ghana at playoffs. This time we can't even win games. This is our 7th match. And we're trying to get our 2nd win in the whole group. Just the 2nd win, though. 2nd one. And we're dilly-dallying. Now we can't even do the job. My God. Comments, Nacho, I'm so sorry you woke up to this. I'm guessing you must be in America or Australia. When was the last time we played with hunger? These drama's performances. Yeah, since the AFCON, it has to be said, since the AFCON last year, we have not progressed in terms of seeing a semblance of attacking football, divide tactics, a style of play that suits the team, even a settled, structured, spine of the team. We can't say we have that. Osimhen always plays, but even Osimhen has missed, out of our 7 qualifiers, didn't play any of the first 4 because of injury. He played the 5th and 6th and scored, and now he's injured in the 7th one again. So when your star player cannot even be fit to prosecute these games, you have a problem. But we have so much talent in attack, but we still can't use them. I don't get it. Thank you. I know. Put your body in there. Okay. Yes. Play with some heart. Look, man. Thank you. You're going back to Atalanta. Ugh. Now they're playing with small energy, so we'll take the small one we can get. Rotimi, Jatri, the players are not putting their best. I mean, I hate to say it feels like that, but I know these players, you would like to believe that they know what's at stake and they know how important going to the World Cup is. I just don't know what it is, man. Look back with the shot. Oh, it struck Arokodare, but it looked like a pretty good one. We've got a few Rwandan fans in here. RHMRZ says, I think Kuti needs the right agent to get a good team. He's a good striker, which from Rwanda. Yeah, we're very aware of Nshuti's prowess. Correct us if I'm wrong, but I think he's your best player. He definitely even scored the winning goal when Rwanda beat us in AFCON Qualifier last year, 2-1. So I think we've been able to mark him out well so far, which is one of the positives that I'll take from Nigeria's performance so far. But really and truly, I need to see more from the Nigerians. Rwanda, your game plan is fairly straightforward. Just defend in low blocks. Whenever you get a chance to break, see what the opportunities look like. And so far, your game plan is working well. I don't know what that looks like in terms of how tired your players may be towards the end of the game. But Nigeria have also not shown signs this qualifiers of being able to score a steady number of goals. We've only scored 2 goals in one game, which was the reverse fixture against Rwanda in March, where Osimhen scored 2 goals. Apart from that, we've scored 1 in all the games or 0. So just to let you know how dire our performances have been so far, One thing I will say though, I don't think Eric Chelle puts Iwobi in the best position to perform. For Fulham, you watch Iwobi playing, and he plays as a left winger or 0. And now they're trying to play him as a midfield pivot alongside Ndidi. Yes, did okay in AFCON with Doyinka, but we watched how well he played for Fulham over the course of last season. And even this season so far, he's one that assisted Smith. But I don't know what we're doing. Ah! Oh my God! Oh my God! Goal! Please tell me it's not offside. Arokodare, let's go! Oh my God, we needed that so much. God bless you, man. That was scrappy as hell, though. But beggars are not choosers, man. Finally, Super Eagles have scored, though. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Shout out to Arokodare. It was also him and Oyemachi did pretty good work on the left wing. So Arokodare got the ball later on for Oyemachi. Oyemachi caught the ball back to Arokodare. He shot the ball. The goalkeeper literally touched it back. All I know, scrambled his shot and bounced it into the goal. And then Arokodare literally lying on the floor just by the goal was able to just smack the ball with his left foot into the net. Ah, God, we needed that goal badly, man. We needed that goal badly. All I know did his best to mess up that goal. Oh. I go like you. Tolu, Hampton, let's go. Guys, beggars are not choosers. Any type of goal we score, we take it, man. 1-0. So Tolu Arokodare has scored. Let me update that visual. Oh my God, we can relax a tiny, tiny bit. Just a little bit, but you know, we take that. So, guys, at least something positive to talk about. We are now 1-0 ahead, so we've done what we need to do. And now, second things we need to do. Thank you so much, Elias. Hey, from Somalia. Love your content. Big up Nigeria, my Nigerians. Wow. I didn't even know we had viewers in Somalia, but God bless you, my friend, and I appreciate the support. Let me go to some of the words and comments. Chukwuemeka, go by Tolu, we thank God. VVV, exactly. Wobby's not a midfielder. I know what you mean. Attacking midfielder or a winger. Nacho, almost. Scrappy goal, but go nonetheless. We take it, man. We're not in a position to complain. Adama said, you see, we are blessed with an abundance of players. Make the show. Let them show us, please. Chukwuemeka said, I know hasn't had his best game. At least he's going forward now. Let's just say all things have passed away. See, I'm smiling more now. It's funny what a goal can do to the way you feel or just your energy, you know. So shout out to you guys in the comments. I appreciate everybody and every single watcher. I don't take it for granted at all. You know, seeing the way the channel has grown. I will put my hands up. I think the live stream is something I need to fine tune and get better. So forgive me if it's not up to the standard of like the usual videos you see from the channel. But just know we're working and we're coming, and we appreciate all the support. Okay, so 54 minutes gone on the clock. It's 1-0. Arokodare has finally put the ball in the net. You can see the Nigerians are playing with a bit more confidence now. You know, that fear of not scoring a goal has left. But if there's one thing we remember from the Zimbabwe game, we cannot rest on our laurels. You know, we have to literally continue to apply the pressure and take the game to the Rwandans. Iwobi is on the ball right now. You can see he's playing a double pivot with Ndidi. Benjamin Frederick has looked pretty solid on the ball. I'll give him that. You know, I know looks like he's got a lot more confident now as the game has progressed. He just won Nigeria a foul. So we take that one as well. Exactly, gospeling AI. Let's finish the game. Let's not do like the last one. Honestly, I echo the exact same sentiments, my bro. You know, let's see what happens and how the team can continue to do well in this game. Moody said this might be a qualifier to remember. Let's not get carried away, my friend. 1-0. The way they scored me with that Zimbabwe game, I think I just want to make sure that this team can actually put the result straight. Look, when we look at where we stand in terms of our group, honestly, guys, we're in a dire situation. We need to win this game and we need to beat South Africa. We need to win all our games and we may not even qualify first. Obviously, we know about the points deduction, but we cannot worry about that. The only thing Nigeria have to worry about is winning all of. Oh, I know. Just put the ball to the Rwanda defender, Toros, beat him, and then his pass was not very good. That's a shame, man. But you can see the confidence growing, see the confidence building. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that at the moment, because our group has had so many draws, it's even unlikely. Oh, wait, it won't be to Desert. Oh my God, Desert, are you kidding me? It won't be playing Desert in. Literally, all he had to do is shoot at the goal, and he just scuffed his shot. Desert, we know they do like that in Nigeria. I know this is your first time playing a match in Nigeria. Please, we know they do like that. Anyway, Rwanda won a free kick. Didi foul number 11. So as I was saying, our group has been so poor that whoever finishes second is not even guaranteed to finish as one of the top 4 best performing second place teams in the group in the round robin charts to then go and play the playoffs in November. But if we want to be as good as possible in that second spot, we have to improve our goal difference. Our goal difference is +2. South Africa at the moment, their goal difference +8, by the way. So even when you think about needing to get as close to South Africa, or even for the sake of second place, at the moment you have the likes of Senegal, Ivory Coast, still occupying second place positions, and they already have like 18 points, 15 points. So basically, the whole point, we need to win every game well and batter teams. Right now, Simon's on the ball, tried a shot, got blocked by the Rwandans. He's got the ball back. Let's see what's going on. Chukwemeka says, I'm a lot more confident with Frederick as centre back than Ekong. But that love Ekong, but his legs are gone. My thing with Frederick is I am happy that he's playing, but I want us to temper expectations. Do you guys know that before this season just started, Benjamin Frederick only played six professional matches in his life, and that was in the MPFL. All those under 20 games don't count as professional games. He played for Nigeria. He even played for Nigeria before he made his professional career debut outside of the MPFL. And right now, he's playing for a team called FCB Denda on loan from Brentford, who are currently 16th in the Belgian league. They'll be losing all their games, but Frederick is playing games, and we take it. But let's not temper expectations. You cannot tell me someone with less than 20 career appearances should be playing ahead of Ekong. Yes, Ekong may have lack of pace, but games like this against Rwanda, where you're dominating the ball for 90% of the game, pace is not what's going to cause you to lose the game, in my opinion. But Frederick is playing well. I'm just saying, temper expectations. Let's not get carried away. In my opinion, Igor Ogbo should have played in front of all these guys. He's playing Champions League. He played well in the UEFA Cup, but Eric Chelle made his decision and even called up Awaziem. So you have to live with the decisions on there. So let's see. One thing I must mention though is Arokodare has been a menace in the air so far, which is good to see. And you can see the hunger and the drive in the way he's been playing so far. So I think the Arokodare substitution has definitely been a good one for the Super Eagles so far. So let's see what's happening. Chukwemeka said, I know certainly more confident. Love to see. Honestly, love to see it. It's funny how much confidence affects footballers. You can be watching a game and a team will be struggling, but all of a sudden, one goal or one good moment, and all of a sudden they feel better. Now all of a sudden the Rwandans look like they're feeling a bit downtrodden. They're not sure if they could score a goal. And it just changes the whole approach and feel of the game. So really, really fantastic to see. Hopefully it continues. Gospel in AI, we're not sure the extent of Osimhen's injury. All I know is the Rwandan guy tackled him unfairly. He looked like he tried to play. We saw him beat the ground in frustration, which shows that he knew he could not continue the game. He's been carried off. We don't know if it's just going to be temporary for this game. Is he going to be fit enough to even play against South Africa on Tuesday, which is another must win? I don't know. But on a positive note, seeing the way Arokodare is performing in the 15 minutes he's been on the pitch so far, you have to say it gives you some confidence. Look, Arokodare plays in the Premier League now, and you can just tell that it's going to affect the way he feels about himself and just his ability to perform. He's now played 5 games for the Super Eagles and scored 2 goals already. There's nothing like the confidence that comes to scoring goals as an attacker. Look at Boniface, 13 games, no goals. Now he's going online to be crying. They're interviewing him in his new club. He's doing banga boy instead of saying, giving an actual statement that could help to correct some of the narratives. That one, whatever happens to him. Arokodare now all of a sudden, 2 goals in 5 games. He's already solidified himself as probably Osimhen's backup. If he comes to the Prem and does pretty well for Wolves, scores 10 goals, 10, 15 goals, bro, his reputation will go through the roof, and all of a sudden we'll feel very comfortable playing him in Nigeria games going forward. So long may it continue. I think also you can tell Lookman is not matched with the way he's been performing so far. But Simon has done a bit better of a job as a winger so far. And you must say that double pivot to Ndidi and Iwobi is doing okay right now. There's been a long layoff because of a Rwandan guy getting injured. So the past 3 minutes, I've just been able to drinking water and gisting. So let's see what happens. Ada said, thank goodness for Tolu. Omo, thank goodness for Tolu. Honestly, I agree with you on that one. Adama said, please let CY not give us high blood pressure. CY. Is that deserts? I'm guessing you mean deserts? from that miss that we said it should take time. VVV says, I wish they would allow Basti to run down the wing. He's a great passer, better than he will be. Kavi Basti is a better passer than he will be. Let's not be disrespecting our players now. Come on. One thing I would say is I don't think it will be like playing on these bubblegum pitches that the ball will be bouncing anyhow. When you're used to playing on Premier League pitches your whole career, and you start playing on these interesting pitches, it's not exactly the easiest to still perform and do what you need to do, you know. So I'll give you that one. What else do we have here? Ekong is still better experience-wise, 100% Adama. They should never invite Boniface again. Oh, he says, we'll prepare for Boniface. I still think that there's superstar striker somewhere in there. So let's see what happens. Ada said, do not concede. Score at least one more goal to ease the nerves. We don't need a repeat of Zimbabwe's match. You are preaching to the choir. Correct, 100%. It won't be just take the ball straight to Moses Simon. We've got a 3-on-4. Simon in the box, shoot the ball. Look, man, another save from the keeper. Oh my God. That's pretty good by the goalkeeper. I won't lie. But I feel like we should be scoring that. We should be scoring that. Lookman or Simon, they be more efficiency in the strike. I think that should have been 2-0. What else have we got in the comments? Anxiety is a real one, absolutely. Adama, thank God for Tulu. He always seems to make a positive impact, absolutely. Chukwuemeka says the front two of Tulu and Osimhen going forward is looking like a good prospect. Like you said, Tulu's a menace. He had a huge presence. Bro, until we see it, we can't even judge, you know. We must say, though, this Lookman shot he should have scored. Why did he play straight at the goalkeeper again? Oh, my God. No, Nigeria, no pressure. Hey, God. Nobody. Are you seeing the way Nobody is playing in this match? He just got the ball, but he left some afters on the Rwanda player. Like, it's so unnecessary. Relax. So why'd you let that guy win the duel over you? That's not good. A old 6'5" machine like you. I don't want to see that again, you know. I don't want to see that again. What else? Just to make sure I go through all the comments. Thank you guys so much for all the comments. Any other ones to pull out? Nothing for Boniface, you see. Chukwuemeka, I will be getting so much respect. I totally agree. Nobody has more caps than him for Nigeria. Not one person. Even in Didi and Co. 64 minutes on the clock. Normally just taking a direct free kick for Nigeria. Arokodare won the header yet again. This guy's a menace in the air, man. Nigeria with the throw-in. 65 minutes on the clock. Lookman would take the throw-in. Lions take the throw-in. Straight to the box. Arokodare would tested it. But I think they had like 2 Rwandan defenders on him. Oh my God, it did it with his shots. Straight at the goalkeeper again. Jesus is Lord. And then a foul on Basi. Nigeria, take your chances, oh, hey Joe. Nítorí Ọlọ́run, please. Final comments to just quickly touch on. Gospelini says, I'm not liking Ndidi in the midfield anymore. But to be honest with you guys, Ndidi's age is beginning to show. You know, I think Ndidi's what, 28, 29 now, leadership task. I cannot believe Oyedika did not play this match. Please, guys, correct me. If you watch all our midfielders, actual midfielders, not one is better than Oyedika, I'm telling you. Go and watch him play Champions League for Club Brugge. That's the one thing that's really shocking for me. I will lie. Another big miss for real, Chukwuemeka. I don't know what's going on, man. Like they better sort it out. Simon should have cut it back for Lookman. I agree. Nabali is playing like he wants to be sent off. I agree. Ada. He better relax, man. That's another story for another day, but I don't want to talk too much because objectively, I think Okoye should be Nigeria's number one. But we know he's suspended right now, so we'll retouch on this discussion another time. Let's just win this match. VVV says all the breaks Rwanda has taken is slowing us down. VVV, if you're Rwanda, that's going to be your tactics. You have to disrupt the better team. You don't want them to get to their flow. They'll now be giving you attack versus attack, back to back. What is their deal? No. You have to slow the game down as much as possible. Make it as annoying for Nigeria as possible. I watched Rwanda's press conference yesterday. Their coach, Adel Amrouche. This guy knows African football back. He was talking about Odek Bami. He was talking about Okocha. He was talking about Rufai, rest in peace. Like, this guy knows African football, so he knows how to deal with big teams. So let's just be thankful that we're 1-0 up, and we must see the advantage, because when you're a team like Rwanda, you must respect your opponents. You know, so I think it's almost to figure that one out. They're not going to change their tactic at all in this game, you know. Chukwuemeka said Chukwuemeka is coming for Lookman unless he's injured. I wouldn't mind that, but I think for now you can still see Lookman's heart. Especially, look, now African footballer of the year for a reason, though. Yet another long throw from Aino. This time, oh my God, Nigeria, what's that? We've let the Rwandans break again. But we tracked back well. Oh no! Basi, pull up your shorts, man! Okay, Nabali grabs that crossword. These are Basi and I know that like to sag their pants. I don't get it too. Pull up your shorts. All of us too used to sag in secondary school. How many years ago? 16 years ago. We're not children again now. Arokodare in the air. Oh my God! It sweets me every time the ball goes there. Arokodare, he's so big, he doesn't chest the ball. No stories. Some more comments. Didi is useless. I wouldn't use those words. Let's be nice. These are still our heroes, you know. Let's be nice about it. I was hoping, not just that I hope they'll incorporate Auto Coco. Brother, also that Odogoko, he was playing in League One in England, I beg. He's not playing championship. He's not better than Okoye or Nabali, with all due respect. Ada says, take Lookman off. He'll be responsible to play more than 70 minutes. I think so too. But let's see what they decide to bring on. Basi! Calvin! Marco Silva will not allow that one. No. You're using your bomb to block shots. I want to cheer on. Me too, I want to cheer on. Adama, VVV, I agree. I want to cheer on now. Adama says, I know you just love Okoye. It's not that to please. You people forming an agenda. You see, people are light skinned or because people are dual nationals. It's not that to. I just think Okoye does not get the grace other players get. You know, Nabali still done enough to continue to be our number one. We'll give him that. But him too, he's had some shaky moments over the past year. But nobody ever wants to mention it, you know. That's all it is. I just want people to objectively judge Maduka Okoye for what he is now and not the mistake he made in January 2022, which is almost 4 years ago. That's all I ask. That's literally it. He's still the only Nigerian goalkeeper playing a top 5 league. And I think we cannot sniff at that. I'm playing well at that for that matter. Inter Milan were looking at him to try and sign him to be back up to Stomach at one point. It's not a coincidence. That's all I'll say on that one. Mr. Reese said it properly. I've been looking for the right word to use. Nobali's temperament is off in this game. That's what it is. Temperament, just being tired. Oh, Frederick with the ball to Arokodare, just offside. That was pretty good by Frederick. Shout out to the user who was talking about Frederick's ball playing skills. That was pretty decent, but just offside by Arokodare. What else have we got? Guys, you know, the team do not seem as one. V, let's dead that one though. When you look at the way the NFF have done their things, it's hard anyway. They will fly to Lagos, they fly to you, disjointed team performance. You're not sure they're going to call up. They won't do press conference when they announce the list. Then after the players to come and mount. We're not doing everything to foster that belief. If you watch the big national teams, England now, St. George's Park, they're winning 2-0. Within that stadium, they have games room, they have table tennis room, they have darts room, they have a lot of things to allow people to bond. Nigeria, if we see our players bonding, we'll say they are kicking too much and they are gisting. But that's how you end up becoming better as a team. Especially because in international teams, how many times do you see each other here? You know, and you're playing these high pressure games, which even have more pressure than club games. Moses Simon, did they sweat for your family? Did you guys just what Moses Simon just did? This is what happens when you move from Nons to Paris FC. I'm sorry. You make silly mistakes because they're not playing for the big teams where they would have abused you very well. Better fix up there, man, Moses Simon. Just give the ball away to Rwanda player for no reason because his touch is not good enough. Now Rwanda have a corner. God bless Osimhen. Him trying to motivate guys from the bench. The way Osimhen is limping, he can't play against South Africa. He cannot play against South Africa unless they go and put injection inside his feet. The way he's limping. Fisayo Delebashiru has not smelled this pitch. Do you know how many goals Delebashiru has scored in New York for Nigeria to save us? Eric Chelle, as far as you are winning, will not complain. But make sure this match does not end up 1-1. No. Make sure for your own good. That's all we'll say. Because me, I even forgave you for the Chan behavior. Because I know the level of those Chan players. But after that Zimbabwe draw, we don't want to hear story again. No. Even I hate to be a cup performance you wanted to praise. You can't be drawing 1 against Jamaica or 2-2. It's not good enough. Look, Rwanda have almost scored. Hey God. Free header straight to Nabali. Second header still came in straight to Nabali. From Ushuti. Wake up. Wake up. I don't get us, man. We'll now go to AFCON and play one hard team. That's when we'll now ball. Nigeria play as if we only respect our level. So that's why we decide we'll now play. As if almost we're insulted, we have to play small boys. But why can't you just flog these small boys? Instead, you be giving us a high BP every time in the name of playing small team. Moses Simon with another cross. Arokodare knocked down. Straight to Lookman. Arokodare has watched me today. Oh, Arokodare has watched me today. Arokodare. Tea time, myself, it's tea time, man. All of us, tea time. Tea time. He played well, he played very well today. It must be said. It won't be to Lookman. Lookman, ref! That's a foul! Free kick to Nigeria. See energy now. Adama, you definitely listen to the same press conference I listened to. I was like, the guy really respects Nigeria. The way he was talking, he knows in football. I was like, wow. Thank God they had our cry on the live. Fisal Delebashiru is about to come on. Number 14, who's he coming up for? Maybe Lookman. For Lookman, yeah, it makes sense. So you were right with your prediction around 70 minutes. 74 minutes on the clock, Lookman's coming off. African best, come off, get some minutes in the tank. We're going to need you for Tuesday where we go and play Bafana. Fisayo, oh yeah. Fisayo likes playing in this stadium. Remind them. Let's go. What Mauritius already told you for the new season? Come on, bring us some tips from Lazio. Let's get it. Thank you so much, VVV, for the kind words. Oh my God, that was a great free kick, you know. The Rwanda goalkeeper had to save it and push out for a corner. Sorry, I was looking at comments. I didn't even see who took the free kick. Was it Fisayo? From Moses Simon. Pretty good effort. If I abuse Simon, I also have to praise the money he does well. So Simon about to take the corner kick. Almost 76 minutes on the clock. Come on! 2-0, I beg. Maybe we know they do a calculation with 5 minutes to go. Come on. Ref, go away. Man, I hate refs that try to do main character syndrome. Like, it's not about you, bro. Go to the corner. All right, come on. Simon, ball it. Oh, that was a shocking corner kick. See why it's good to abuse Moses Simon. Every time you praise him, he will not mess up. After all the anticipation. Fuck you know, that was shit. Excuse my French. A few more comments. Chukwemeka said, Championship and South African League, I will take the championship any day. I hear you, but remember, Otto Okonkwo's Wrexham just qualified. So he has only had experience in League One, not the championship. So we know what we are doing with that one, Chukwemeka. Papa says we need one more goal to seal this match. I agree, my friend. Chukwemeka said nobody saved us when we had nobody. We agree. Nobody is denying that. Just be objective when he makes a mistake. And don't kill Maduka Okoye because he's a fine boy and babes like him. I don't get it. You guys cannot tell me that you believe the hate Maduka gets is deserved for the level of performances he has. He's played 2 times for Nigeria since that Tunisia mistake almost 4 years ago. And he's played relatively well in 2 games. But are people giving him grace? Are people proud of him that he's the one goalkeeper we have playing top 5 league? I don't see it. So that's all. Give him grace. That's all. That's all. Gospel said we need another goal to give us peace of mind. I totally agree. My friend Elias said hopefully Super Eagles hold and do not do what happened against Zimbabwe. Homo, we hope we are praying the same prayer, my friend. Because Super Eagles, the way their brains touch sometimes, you'll be wondering whether it's you that there's something wrong with you. All right, a few more comments. Honestly, loving the interactions, guys. Thank you so much. Adama says, I definitely like Okoye and I like Nobali too. We're lucky to have 2 really reliable goalkeepers. I don't know about the other ones. I agree with you. I don't know about the other ones too. Chukwemeka said, Toledo excuse me for this game. Honestly, we're really big on Deserts, but he's been disappointing. I totally agree. If Deserts does not do something in these next 12 minutes, oh my, this guy is not playing another World Cup qualifier for Nigeria again. Again. So he better fix up right now. Nacho says, I think we got this game, but I'm not convinced. My brother, you and all of us, about squeaky bum time. When it comes to Super Eagles, you can never be so, especially in Uyo. Do you know how sad it is that I feel more confident watching Nigeria outside Nigeria than in Uyo? I don't know what's that in the stadium or the air or the atmosphere, but for some reason, Uyo is no longer a fortress like it used to be when we were qualifying for 2018 World Cups. And the amount of bad results I've seen us have, draw against Central African Republic, lose to Rwanda, you'll be seeing some results that will make you look at yourself and be questioning your passion for the Super Eagles. Like, how can this be happening to us? Honestly. So I agree with you on that one. VVV said we need to take number 9 off. Honestly, we do. The problem is Deserts came on to replace Osime after 30 minutes. So I don't think we're going to take Deserts off. But there's a world where, honestly, take him off for like a Chukwueze, you know, or take him off for Oyedika. Now that we play 79 minutes, we don't need 2 strikers. Let Arokodare remain the focal point. Bring Oyedika into the middle. Let him play with Ndidi. Give us some more energy to make sure we don't make any mistakes. Let Visayek Dilibashi play on the right, as he's doing in the game so far. And then we continue with the way we need to play. Because I won't lie, we're still looking a bit too open for the 79th minute because we're trying to. You can tell our team are stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Should we go and score another goal or should we shut up shop? Ndidi, that's a foul now. God, he's 2 years old. VVV do not like number 9. No. Number 9 is to go and sleep. I beg send number 9 to eat Amala. Amala, we rescue. Wow. That's real suffering, no. Don't worry, that statement makes me know the depth of your annoyance. Oh, you meant number 19. Who's wearing number 19? Dennis on the ball. 80th minute, 1-on-1. Deserts, what are you doing? Guys, I'm so tired. Like, how can we be Nigeria? We have players that don't know how to dribble. I understand football must be efficient. But the land of dribble, when I was in secondary school in Nigeria, when someone dribbles somebody or puts it in their toros, I know how excited we used to feel. But now I'm watching us play with strikers that cannot even do normal step over. What's going on, man? I like my strikers with a bit of panache. A little razzle dazzle, dribble here or there, because that's us right there, one on one with the Rwanda defender. How was the Rwanda defender able to win that duel so easily on the ground? It's not good enough. What else? Leah says 10 minutes to go. Please hold on. I agree. Adama said we have to break the Yo jinx. Amen. No, he must end today. Oh. He must end today. Deserts definitely needs to add more swallow to his diet. Chukwemeka, exactly. You're supposed to be a striker good on the ball, Deserts. I don't know what the hell that was, man, but wasn't it? Like, you better wake up and fix up. I was just testing out my new super chat feature / super sticker feature. Obviously, I'm grateful for all the love and the support, so I don't expect anything. But if you want to send a super chat to help support the channel, you have a little change free to spend. Please feel free. I just wanted to do it to see if it works. So I saved myself money. Anyway, loving the chat. Thanks for all the engagement so far. I promise you I will improve this live stream. I guarantee. The fact this on a Saturday is even better. The next game is on Tuesday, so we'll do our best to do live stream, of course. But, this is a passion project. We have our day jobs that we manage. Not badly. Carry the ball. Who was talking about his temperaments? Can you see Nobali? He's not doing anything wrong there, but he just likes to be Dali. It's as if he needs to be involved in the match to feel among. He wants to feel part of the game. Wow, what a throw. Arokodare in the air again. Oh my God, Arokodare is so good in there. Ref, what was that? Desert did so well. How's that a foul? Oh, Desert, I'm so sad for you, man. That was perfectly legitimate. Guys, do you see that? Arokodare chested the ball to Desert. Desert's bodied the defender rightfully so. And then the ref gave a foul. Oh my, that one shocked me. Oh. Nacho, I agree. This pitch is not the best, but it's even better than I expected. I will lie, so let me not complain too much. V, I'm just gonna say maybe it's the pressure of playing. When you play for Nigeria, whether you like it or not, you are still representing 200 plus million people, the most populous black nation in the world, and all of those things. Maybe the pressure is just against them. I don't know, because I agree with you. We should not be sitting back. We literally should still be dominating the ball, But there's a world where this could be a very good tactic, especially if you can break, can literally counter-attack to score. But if I wanted counter-attack, I'll feel more comfortable if I saw Chukwueze on the pitch. Or Yedika. Frederick, well done. Just get rid. I think they're about to bring on Ekong. See, maybe. Ayomi Kosi Babatunde, how many minutes to go? We have a total of 85 minutes and 40 on the clock. So about 4 minutes left plus stoppage time. So that's the other thing I want to try and get. I want to incorporate the scoreboard clock into the live feed. So forgive me on that one as well. We have 8 shots on target, only 1 goal to show. I'll be honest, Gospel, a lot of our shots, the amount of times we've shot straight at the goalkeeper has been a bit concerning. Like that clinical edge, it's been missing slightly, but look, we're 1-0 up, we'll not complain too much. I still think as long as we go with a win, Let's go to South Africa. We know what we have to do. You can tell the Osimhen injury shocked the team system. Just the feeling. But that's okay. Tuesday Conga and Bractasai Samuel are about to come onto the pitch. Wilfred Ndidi has come off. Tuesday Conga has replaced him. And straight swap by right back. Ola I know off for Osai Samuel. Oh, no. Ndidi is not awful. Sorry. Desert's off for Ekong. Now it's making sense. Take Desert's off. Now Arokodare stay up top as the striker. Now we have a back three. Back three. I'm not so happy about that one. Let me see. I'll try and look at what the formation looks like. Basi, don't lose the ball. Don't lose the ball. Don't lose the ball. Don't lose the ball. "87 minutes on the clock, guys. Game will soon be over. Obviously, the scars of Zimbabwe are still there, but we are still hoping for the best." Osai, well done. That was good by Osai. Just slow the game down. Indeed, this time show your senior man credentials. Basi got the ball back to Yemachi. Basi, move back. Adama said Ekon's coming on. Yep. TJ said, football has changed. Nigeria gone to fear Rwanda like this. I wouldn't say we're fearing them. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you need to be street smart. Like, especially the way we were about to beat Zimbabwe in the last round of World Cup qualifiers in March, and then we threw it away. And then Rwanda's one shot, they scored us. Oh, lucky by Bisayo, lucky. He should have crossed to Arokodare, but you know what? Bisayo, I've scored enough in this stadium. We'll forgive you for that one. But cross the ball. We need goals. No, we don't need goals. Though. We should not now push. Then all of a sudden, Rwanda will now go and break because we've committed too many people forward. Do you remember that World Cup where Brazil played Croatia and Neymar scored that amazing goal? It was 1-0. Instead of Brazil to that shut-up shop, they tried to score more goals. Croatia now came back and scored them and beat them on penalties. You have to also think about the game states. It's 1-0. It's almost 90th minutes. Just play smart. Yes, you wish you had more goals, but now that the game is almost over, do not make a mistake that will be too bad for you to recover from. In my humble opinion. I agree with you to cheer on, but it looks like it's not going to happen, man. Elias, honestly, what was that shot? Like I said, you should have crossed Arokodare. I'm not sure what's going on. And I agree with you, Chukwemeka. That's why I like Misayo. He will shoot the ball. He will shoot. And 8 times out of 10, it will actually be a good shot. So forgive him for the bad one, please. He's a player that is always shooting with sense normally. Forgive my people. Okay, Nigeria won the ball back. It's officially the 90th minute. Let's see how many minutes get shown on the scoreboard. So we have now for Africa. Okay, they've changed it. 3 minutes of stoppage time. I'm sure you guys saw it. The actual electronic board said there's 6 minutes left, but the fourth official put 3 minutes. So anyway, 3 minutes to go. It won't be. Let's go. Who's this Simon? No, Yemachi. That's exactly why Yemachi plays in the Greek league. Very, 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 very stupid. That was not smart at all. God, that was very foolish. Chukwemeka, I try for him. In fact, I'm waiting for Zerusanusi to continue starting case for Porto and they bring him back. Felix Agur is already technically more assured than Yemachi, but obviously he needs more time to blend into the national team. But Yemachi, man, anyway, let me know what's say anything too harsh. Just see off this match, I beg. Nacho, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Honestly, if you guys watch this channel, you know how much I love Kusansuchi. I'm always praising him. I would have loved to see him play. In fact, I think he's one of the real X factors that could help us in games against South Africa or the likes that we need to be performing in, you know. So we take that one. But for now, I'm not glad the way Osima is limping on that bench. Oh. This boy don't injure, true. Hey, just hold the ball. Hold the ball. Oyemachi. 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 Rwanda on the ball. 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left, guys. We just need to see the game out. We just need to see the game out. Nobody claims the ball. Just lie down. Oh yeah, baby, lie down. No, finish one from you. Just lie down. Nobody here. So yeah, take your time. Waste as much time as possible. Nobody can throw the ball. Oh. Guys, have you ever been on a football pitch? This guy can use his hands to throw the ball from his box into the other box. I mean, the other half, not the other box, but still impressive. That's a big lad. Niger, no mistake, oh, no mistake, oh, hey Joe. Ọlọ́run ni mo bẹ̀ o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o. Frederick, okay, hold the ball. Don't play. Go now. Look, now you're giving the ball away. You see, Frederick? Hey, we won the match. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Super Eagles have won our second game in 7 games in this group. And we're back on track, at least to where we may need to be. So you know what, guys? Look, I'll do a proper review of the podcast and all we need to do. But just drinking the feeling of knowing that you won, how does it feel? So Arokodare, God bless you and your whole family. Honestly, you are blessed. Oh, win. 51st minute. I mean, look how despondent we're all feeling at halftime, especially after the Victor Osimhen injury. That was a horrible, horrible feeling. You know, you can tell the players really sweat, putting their blood, sweat, and tears for that win. Would have expected a few more goals, but hey, guys, 3 points, baby. We move on. So we're now 6 points behind South Africa. Obviously, pending whatever happens to that, their deduction. But it's okay. Let's just go to Bloemfontein and win the game. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see, guys. That's all. That's all that's needed. You know, whatever your fears, whatever we're thinking about South Africa, is all valid, my people. It's all valid. But most importantly, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have won today. We have beaten the Amavubi of Rwanda by 1-0. Tolu Arokodare with the goal in the 51st minute of the game. You know, really, really important goal for us. I'll do the review. Remember, that's going to be out for you latest tomorrow morning. I'm going to do the review now. In fact, as it holds. And then we're going to be doing the Nigeria South Africa review tomorrow. In fact, I've gone above and beyond. I even have a South African coming on the pod to speak about the South African perspective. I know it may be annoying to hear about the South African perspective, but trust me, we're coming. We're coming. And I think it's important to hear how the South Africans are feeling with everything that's going on. So please don't be too harsh on my guests coming tomorrow. But we've got content for you. Like I said, we're gonna do a much better live stream and make sure that we fine tune any issues ahead of kickoff, which I did not do for the first 20 minutes of today's game. So I really want to appreciate all of you who've really engaged with me in the chat and stayed in the chat throughout this game. It's been absolutely pleasurable, and honestly, even going back and forth and talking with you guys has made it much more easier to watch the game. You know, I'm sure everybody's feeling the pressure, but the more we build the community and the more we have these spaces where we all feel like we're all watching the Super Eagles and we can come and support our national team, which we all love regardless of what's going on, you know, the more the merrier. So just to go through some of the other comments and just to make sure you all know how much I appreciate it and the conversation. Adama said, please let the clock run quickly. Well, it's done now, so no worries. Mr. Riz said, Benjamin Frederick is full of confidence and has been superb. I have to admit, he was really good. Just before the final whistle, he made a very bad mistake. But thankfully, they blew the whistle because when you're trying to see a game out, that was not the time to play diagonal ball towards Arokodare. And Rwanda now won the ball and we're about to build up the play. So I'm sure he will learn and get better in terms of that particular aspect as experience gets better. So good for him. What else have we got? Osimhen is literally the heart of the team. I agree, Chukwemeka. His passion is effective and it shows even when he limped off. He had to continue on the bench. No, Osimhen, no party. In fact, if we have to go and I don't know if we have the right injections, but anyway, let's see what the prognosis is on Osimhen's injury because if Osimhen does not play against South Africa, I would not feel too good. But I really, really liked Arokodare today. I have to give him special clap. He did well. He scored the winning goal. He put himself about. He could have scored more, and he was a menace to Rwanda backline. You know, even his build-up in the goal that we scored, in terms of laying off for Yemachi first, before Yemachi got the ball back to him. And then even the initial shots, they had Lookman take the shot, but then goalkeeper fumbled it and Arokodare was able to still bundle it inside. You know, just Tolu, well done to you and your whole family, and God bless you. Final thoughts. Ilya said full time. Chukwemeka said thank God for the win. Honestly, thank God, oh my people. Honestly, thank God. Chukwemeka, not impressed, but we live to fight another day. Absolutely. Look, we go again. Adama says, amen, we broke the jinx. Somehow we broke the jinx, so we go again, we go again, we go again, we go again, my people. We go again, we go again. Look, it's better to feel like we feel today where we not play as well, but we won the match, than that Zimbabwe game that we're playing okay-ish, but then we still collected the 1-1 draw against Zimbabwe. You know, so we thank God for the win. Oh, we thank God. Congrats, Nigeria. Full focus on South Africa. Yes, indeed, Elias. Looking forward to that game. Look, one thing to just say before I do the previews and you see the South Africa content. Let me tell you something. Nigeria does not lose South Africa. We've played South Africa over 10 times. We've only lost to them twice in our history. We are South Africa's bogey team. We've beaten them 8 times, we've drawn 6 times against them, and we've only lost twice. And that's including the one we lost to them a few years ago, where they surprised us in Uyo. So, I understand how well South Africa are playing, but remember how we did them in AFCON. This is a team that actually fears Nigeria, and we have to be honest. We must feel confident. Don't get me wrong, they have the advantage, and as long as they do not lose to us, they would feel like they've qualified for the World Cup. But we can't be going to South Africa and feeling like, we're scared or we're worried. Super Eagles, now, come on. Come on. If it's cricket or rugby, I'll even understand with the South Africans. But football, soccer, South Africa, that last time they qualified for a World Cup with their own hands was 2002, where Benny McCarthy and Sean Bartlett were playing football, and Mark Fish and Andre Sarenzi. Come on now. They went to World Cup in 2010, no problem. And yes, they have a good team. Don't get me wrong. I know that it's going to be tough, but we must back ourselves to and feel confident. We still be Super Eagles. No worries. So we live to fight another day, and we'll do that one day. So anyway, Ilya said half of the job done here in this window. You're right. One down, we take the second one, man. I appreciate every single person that's joined the live stream. Thank you so much for the communication. Honestly, it's been fantastic. One thing to mention, let me know your hot takes or thoughts on the game. Is there a player that really performed well that you enjoyed? Is there a player that disappointed you? What do you think about the tactics? What do you think about the results? Do you think we have confidence going into the game? Or do you think you'd have expected us to score more? You know, with this Osimhen injury now, what's your feeling on the situation? You know, what do you think we could do against South Africa? Just put in the comments now. Just react to it right now. And then, of course, we'll still do the final preview episode where we'll talk about the South Africa game once we do the review against Rwanda. So I just wanted to say a big, big thank you to everybody. And, what a relief that Super Eagles won. You know, we even drink to them. You know, shout out to them, man. Some more comments. VV said, thanks, Olu. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Adama said, thank you, Lord. Badura to the Lord. Thank you, Lord, honestly. V said, please put your future lives ahead of time so we can subscribe. Thank you so much. That's really, really good advice, and I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to make sure I do that. That's something that I am keen to make sure I do. Let me make sure I am on the right channel as well. So this is why I like, give me all the feedback. Give me all the feedback. Also, I've just posted a link into the chat. Let me know if 1 or 2 people want to click on that. Let me know if you can click on that chat. Maybe I'll take one or two guests to jump on the live right now. So see that one on there. Let me know if you're able to get into the chat. Some few more messages from every wonderful person on this chat. Adama said it is tea time. It is tea time indeed. V said, can you do a live call-in? Click on that link I've just posted in the chat. If you're able to click on it, I should be able to admit you into the chat, and then we can have a quick discussion. V says, I know make we manage NFF decision. Funny. Nigeria, we have to do serious work. LV, seriously, but you know what? We take the win for today and keep it moving. What else have we got? We appreciate you, bro. Keep going. Yo, chat, bless up. We go on Tuesday. Nacho, thank you so much, my mate. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate all the listeners, honestly. I didn't even know that people like Nigeria enough to even get to almost 4,000 subscribers. So honestly, guys, I'm humbled. I'm humbled. I know it sounds like I know I have a smart mouth and I could do, but trust me, I'm a humble guy. I appreciate everybody. You know, this is our side. We're just doing this one for passion of Nigeria. You know, this no one's feeding us. You know, so God bless you all and thank you so much for the lovely words. LV, South Africa will be tricky. We know the work plenty, oh guys. The work go plenty, but we'll face that one when the time comes. Don't worry, we'll face that one when the time comes. I think we need to. Let's just enjoy today and the goodness and the good news, and then whatever happens, we'll face South Africa in a few more days. Bless up, chat. Adama said, why does Osimhen always get injured for Nigeria? It is a problem, to be fair. He does get injured quite often, but it's not his fault as well. I think his body has always been brittle. I don't think you can look at any season Osimhen's played in his professional career that he played all games with no injury. Like how Declan Rice never gets injured, for example. I'm not sure that really happens with our players, to be honest. Emmanuel Joseph said, Moses Simon was tired and coach Chell refused to play Chukwueze. That's an interesting one. I'll speak on it in the review. I'm a bit surprised Chukwueze played no minutes. Maybe it's a match fitness thing because, you know, he barely played for AC Milan before he moved to Fulham. So maybe it's a match fitness thing. And, of course, Chukwueze doesn't have the same privilege Lukman has of being African Footballer of the Year and showing that he has delivered for us subsequently in all the past few years. So it's an interesting angle, and I kind of, it's worth exploring. Let's put it like that, you know. Armudi said, today game, na beg. Na real beg. Adama said, Nigeria must beat SA. I decree and declare it. Amen. Amen. We must. Chukwuemeka said, the problem is not that we may lose. Now, drop the problem. I agree with you, my brother. Now, drop the problem. But look, there's not much you can do. One thing I like is the fact that even watching the match on FIFA Plus, they are mentioning the fact that there's potentially a disciplinary situation coming for South Africa. So I like that even on these channels, they're not trying to act like it's not something that's happening. So let's see what happens there. But all we know is we have to do our best and win. Nigeria, when we play South Africa, we beat them. I don't want us to be going there acting like what. I remember there was one year, was it 2016? We wore our white jersey, we went to South Africa, just beat them 2-0. We have silenced people a lot. Look, guys, if you check Nigeria Football Weekly social media page, especially TikTok, South Africa is not letting us breathe. But it's because they're not used to this. This is their first time in a long time. Imagine if last time you saw your country play qualifiers and make World Cup was 2002. That means every South African that is 25 years old and under has never watched their team qualify for World Cup before. So you can tell they're not used to this. That's why it's gingering them. But Nigeria, we're used to this thing. We should behave like we've been here before. So carry our body, carry our energy, go to South Africa, and let's give it to them, man. Let's show them. Lau Foster is their striker, number 9 for Burnley. He has not even scored up to 40 goals in his entire career. And he's a striker. And we should be paying these people. It's a shame what NFF have turned us into. We should be going to these games and be wiping their yash. We should be playing in one correct stadium, no issues, no stress. We know exactly how the team's going to play. You know, we go to these games with confidence. We won't be smiling. Meanwhile, we're abusing calculator to press and figure things out. Because the whole Nigeria drew to Lesotho. Drew to Zimbabwe twice. Zimbabwe. No offense, I know you have fine women there, but Zimbabwe football. Lesotho football. We've won 2 games and 2 against Rwanda. We have not beaten anybody else. It's a disgrace now. You're making me squirm as I'm saying it. But we move. We take the positives, my people. Jamboree said the two up front changed the game. We're wasteful, but the 3 points what matters. I totally agree. I was a bit worried at playing two up front, but I guess we had no choice. And we had to do what we had to do, to be honest. So, you know, in another world, maybe if Osimhen doesn't play, I'd like to see him go Arokodare up top and maybe Sans Uche as the second striker as number 10, you know. But Arokodare definitely is going to start the next game based on how he played today. So let's see. Chukwuemeka said Chelly thought he could exploit the left wing. That failed woefully, and the team didn't respond well to the failed game plan. The Osimhen injury clearly didn't help. Absolutely. Chukwuemeka also said, but thankfully Chelly changed the plan and it worked. You're right, he did change the plan. Guys, I don't know. I would love for someone to let me know their opinion. These games are exactly why I don't know how I feel about Moses Simon. Like, he has pace, so, and he can do some interesting things, but every time I watch Simon, I'm just like, it leaves a bit more to be desired in the heart. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I just would love to see a bit more efficiency from him. And I don't think he's necessarily there, you know. Even the goal Arokodare scored is when him actually that put the cut back. I find Moses Simon's decision making so suspect. But I don't want to be harsh. You know, the same way you praise, a lot of people still like what Simon did in that 2022 AFCON because he played well in the group stage, you know, but he's still using that juice till today. But I really think that we could do with, like, even play will be there. Bring Oyeka in the middle, let will be play on the left wing. You know, we need someone that we can trust their crosses, we can trust their accuracy. And if Iwobi and Simon did a passing or crossing drill, I know who I'll put my money on. No offense to Mr. Simon, you know, I respect him and I like him as a player too, but that's my honest thought on that one, you know. A few more messages we got on the chat. Gospel said, is there qualification hope at all? There's still hope. Look, Nigeria, let me tell you, forget permutations. All we need to do is win all our matches. We've played 7 games now. We have 10 points. We have 3 more games. We have 9 more points available. If we win all 3 of those games, get to 19 points, then we can see what's going on. It's very unlikely, unless CAF somehow deducts those points from South Africa, that we may fully absorb them in the first place. Because right now, they're 6 points ahead of us. So even if we beat them, we'll still be 3 points behind them. And I don't know if I would trust a Benin. Is it Benin? No. What are the other 2 teams? A Rwanda or a Zimbabwe to take points off South Africa, especially if they are feeling confident. But mind you, football is all about momentum. These last 7 games, South Africa did not win their first. There was a few hiccups in their first 2 or 3 games. Then they won their last 4 straight because they're feeling confident. If Nigeria go and put a real battering on their ass and blow out their nose, all of a sudden the October games they play, they're going to be feeling a little squirmish. You know. Now there's another angle where out of every team that finishes second in the 9 groups that we have in Africa, the best 4, based on the number of points they get, are you with me? The best 4 will all get to play in a CAF Intercontinental Playoff, which means these 4 teams will all play a semi-final against each other and a final. Then the representative of that, whoever wins that final, becomes CAF's representative for the Intercontinental Federation Playoffs, which will then include another team from OFC Oceania, which will be New Caledonia, 1 more team from CONMEBOL, which will be likely Venezuela, although it could be Bolivia. Then we will get another 2 teams from CONCACAF. You already know that Mexico, USA, and Co have qualified, so it's likely to be like a Jamaica or a Honduras. My whole point is these are teams Nigeria should be flogging. I think there may be 1 or 2 more from UEFA, for example. But the whole point is that, and there'll be 1 from Asia as well. So if you end up being one of these best 4 teams left, especially if you're in Nigeria, you would back your chances against all these teams. But the problem is you're going to have to play an additional 4 matches just to qualify for the World Cup. And you cannot say anybody else has to blame. And it looks even that one is not likely because our group is one of the lowest scoring groups in the tournament. If I showed you the current standing of all second place teams right now, our group is currently last. The only group that has less points in second place is the group with Morocco, Tanzania, and Republic of Congo. And that's because Eritrea got banned by FIFA. So they actually have to play 8 games. That's to tell you how poor our group is in terms of draws. just to give you context, the current top 4 teams in second place with 3 games to go. Gabon have 18 points. Cameroon have 15 points. Senegal have 15 points. Burkina Faso have 14 points. Look at the number. And Nigeria, the highest we can get is 19 because of all the draws we have been doing. We don't draw soup tire like Ogbono and Okro. So, but I did a bit of a calculation myself whereby there is a world where as long as we thump these games and we win, we may probably be able to squeeze into that final 4th spot for the second best teams. So anyway, the whole point is that there is a chance always, and we'll always have an opportunity. So anyway, that's it in terms of the tail of the tape. And I'm glad to say that we have a guest here. So someone figured out how to use the chat. Please just tell me your name and very quickly just give me your thoughts on the game and your thoughts in general, which we're keen to listen to. And thanks for jumping on the chat.
Thanks for having me on. My name is Adnan. I'm living stateside in the U.S. It was a very ugly game, but they got the 3 points in the end. These games are not good for my blood pressure, man. Especially after what happened with the Zimbabwe match when they conceded late. I was just praying that didn't happen again today.
Oh, bro.
But I hope the goal difference doesn't come back to bite because we should have scored at least 3 goals today. That Ndidi chance, the Lukman chance, and the one where Simon should have cut it back for Lukman and they went across goal.
Yep.
Yeah, that could come back to bite, but all we can do is win our remaining games. That's all we can do.
Exactly. Yeah. So I agree. I think I love that you mentioned the fact about the goal difference as well, Adnan, because there's a world where even with me talking about this second place potential opportunities, goal difference could end up being what comes into path. So I'm just keen to hear, like, do you think it's just like, would you say it's a chance creation issue for what you saw, or do you think it's more about the pressure and players just not finishing their dinner?
First half it was chance creation, but over the games at home where we failed to win over the last few years, I think we just haven't been clinical enough. And there's just something in the air when we play at home these days. Like, before I was more confident, but I'm more confident on the roads in the away matches.
Bro, yeah. It's so interesting to see, like, when you, because I have a similar thought as well in Uyo, and like the way we play when we play these home games. I don't know if it's like there's too much pressure at home because Nigerians really love football and we're too expectant, or I don't know what it is, but you feel that energy in the air with like
it's a nervous energy.
Yeah, you said it perfectly said. Nervous energy always. And it's always like, what are we gonna do to get rid of this? Because I might sound crazy now, but I'll say I'm even more confident going to South Africa now because we've got our 3 points. We can go there. But it sounds crazy, but Nigeria has this thing where, like, if we go away and it's a place where we know that, and I think Nigeria has this weird thing. I don't know what you think, but we raise our game when we play like the big boys. Like you see, like AFCONs. So I don't know what you think. Like, give me your thoughts on like South Africa now, what you're thinking about that game.
I think Nigeria, they play up or down to the level of competition. That's why, even if you go back to the 2018 qualifying cycle, they had Algeria, Cameroon, and Zambia. So everyone thinking, oh man, it's going to be so tough, and they basically cleared the deck. So you come into this qualification, and they give us so-called minnows, and only 2 wins out of 7. So it's a bad. That doesn't say good things about the NFF and the mentality of the team. But as for South Africa, that's going to be a tough match. I say Nigeria have to score first, definitely, and then it depends on what Shaw does in that midfield. Because I didn't like Onyeka and Ndidi together. I thought we have to pick one of the two. I'll play Onyedika. So I would go with Onyedika and then maybe Ndidi. But even his legs can't last 90 minutes, so it's going to be tough.
I know. I'm really surprised that the whole like Onyedika snub. Like, I don't know what you think, but like, in my opinion, at least tracking him every week, I think he's our best midfielder.
Yeah, I think he should be a first name on the team sheet in the midfield.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting. And then you play Rwanda, you play 2 like defensive-minded central midfielders. It's like, I understand you're panicking, you maybe just want to win on the board, but surely it would make sense to at least try and, let the shackles off a little bit, progress the ball. And put players, they have more dynamism. I don't know what you thought as well, but I thought it was interesting that we didn't see Chris Uche play at all. I think he's a player who could, bring in that new like energy and verb. He's also pretty clinical, but could also create. So I thought that was an interesting
Yeah.
move as well.
I thought he'd be one of the first names off the bench at least. I want to see him versus South Africa because even though he's a young player, his physicality is already there. He can
I
bully
agree.
players, and he has a bit of a final ball. And even though they list him as striker, I guess he started as a midfielder. But
Absolutely.
he's shown some ed product already this season.
Oh
In
yeah.
that first match stuff with the goal and assist.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, I think he's a valuable player.
And he also
Yeah.
scored even when he came to play for Nigeria in the Unity Cup. While it was a friendly, I know he scored the winning penalty.
Yeah.
People also forget he played La Liga last year was his first professional season ever.
Yeah,
And
10
he
goal involvements. Yeah.
goes like this is a player that he definitely knows how to take his chances, and I like to just see his energy. So I'm hoping to see like Eric Shell just set the team up right. I think today is the first time where I have a bit of criticism for the manager in terms of he got his initial setup wrong, but then he made fixes to try to rectify it. Especially, I think once Osimhen went off until halftime, we were in no man's land. We were literally, even like me talking on the chat, like the way things were happening, like I think everybody was just not sure what's going on.
I think it affected the team's confidence too. Also been going down.
Exactly, big time. But I think in the same way I could size him for not maybe getting some tactics wrong, I think we also have to praise him for like recognizing the issue and bringing an Arokodare on, because I thought Arokodare in that second half was unplayable. Like best 5 minutes I've seen him play for Nigeria, in my opinion.
Everything was on point. Hold up play. Even his first touch up for those plays he was caught offside. The first touch going over the top was looking good. Him and Justice tried to link up before, but I think maybe Uche or Lukman should play off of Arokodare. But we just need more from the wingers, man. I think Simon does more for his club than Nigeria in terms of end product. Yeah.
I hope you heard me just before you came on, but bro, it's the exact same sentiment. Like we see the end product, but with Nigeria, I don't know if it's a confidence issue or a pressure issue, but we need to see Simon let the shackles off.
Yeah. So I play a game. Like every time I count how many birds we kill with our crosses in New York.
Brother, oh my God, Moses Simon and his crosses. Yes. Oh my God!
He wasn't even the only one today. Even was it Onyemechi on the left?
Yeah. Towards the end.
Some high balls.
There was a Simon cross that I thought he was a bit lucky that Arokodare is a large man.
Yes.
Like, he looked overcooked. But I think because Arokodare is so big, he almost looked like he could get to it. But
it's a good target to aim for.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you so much, Adam. But one more thing to just say, two last things. Yes. Let me know what your prediction is for the Tuesday game and who you think may be on the score sheet.
I'll say 2-1 win for Nigeria. Arokodare again, and Lukman will get us first in this qualifying cycle. Yes.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Yeah, fantastic, guys. Thanks a lot for that, guys. So, honestly, like I said, guys, forgive me for the initial hiccups in the chat at the beginning, but this is the whole aim, I love Nigeria. I love the Super Eagles. I know you all do, because if you didn't, you won't be on this channel. There's normal casual Nigerians that will not even be watching Super Eagles or know that we just beat Rwanda 1-0. So I appreciate all the love, and I promise you, I'm always open to thoughts, feedback, anything. As long as it's respectful and nice, I'm all ears. I want to continue to make content that makes everybody happy or attributes to what you want to listen to. Obviously, as we get bigger, maybe when we reach this 10K, I'll start doing like Premier League specific shows or whatever I may need, But for now, I'm just glad that we did not let the pressure get to us and lose today. And of course, we've got a lot of content coming in. One thing to also mention, by the way, I want to start reacting to hot takes on Nigeria and Super Eagles games. So the same way Adnan was able to join, that was amazing to see. Don't need to join if you're shy, but just put your comments in the chats, both for this video and all of our subsequent videos that we've dropped, because we want to react to comments and fans' thoughts. We want to make sure it's not just my opinion. I know sometimes people prefer podcasts where it's not just one person's thoughts, but I kind of like it this way. I can do it on my own time. I can pick my moments, like I did say, I've got a South African guest for you for the preview for South Africa, and I've got a Nigerian as well that I'm gonna bring on to the podcast for the preview show. So look out for that. But please let me know your hot takes and all your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for the super chats and for the love. Honestly, it means so much. Finally, before I run out of here to do the review episode, I just want to do a call out of all the latest comments that I did not get to speak on yet. Where did I stop? Gospelini and qualification hope. I hope that gives you a bit more hope. Yes, we are pressing calculator, and this is looking like SS3 for that mass for us to qualify. But the good news is that we can still qualify, and we at least won the match. So let's win our remaining 3, and we take it from there. So Gospelin, AI, keep the faith. Ada said, only if Nigeria is the last 3 matches, exactly. Elia said, fingers crossed our Nigerians living in South Africa can come out and support the lads. I hope so too. That would be amazing to see, but I trust Nigeria will support. Ada said, I need Oyedika in midfield versus South Africa. Some of Chile's choices confuse me. I'm sure you had my conversation with Adnan. I totally agree with you. Some of the things they shock my mind too, man. Like, what do Oyedika do to you, man? Play this boy. I totally agree. V said, I heard even if we get 19 points, we're not going to playoffs. I hope I was able to explain that to you in terms of the round robin league of the second place teams. I've used my calculator to look. We still have a chance, but we must win our games. Let's just do our jobs. The good news for us is a lot of the teams that may be trying to be one of the best second place teams, they have to play like the big boy in their group. So for example, Namibia have to play Tunisia in their group. Burkina Faso have to play Egypt in their group. Madagascar have to play Ghana and Mali in their group, for example. So a lot of teams, Benin, who are even the correct second place in our group, they're above us by 1 point, but we still have a chance. We still get to play Benin in Uyo. So obviously we hope to beat our neighbors. In fact, playing Benin in Uyo is the one time I remember in the last 3 years that we're able to beat a small team properly. Chairman, we beat them 3-0 last year. Lookman scored 2. So let's keep the faith, guys. Let's keep the faith. Jamboree said Moses Simon still plays like a young player. He's giving to your workouts. I know what you mean. I don't even think you were trying to be harsh or mean here. I know exactly what you're trying to say. Like, his decision making leaves a bit. It still leaves a bit to be written home about, and I know exactly what you're trying to say without saying it. So I must say I kind of understand the point there, to be honest. Gospel said Moses Simon should be behind Lookman. Of course he's behind Lookman. They only played him because Chukwueze and Taylor have not yet decided how serious they want to be on the right wing, so they keep trying to shoehorn Simon into the team alongside Lookman, in my opinion. Driver Sebvet said, you play like that and you think you can beat us. You think you can beat us. We're going to destroy you. Come, we're waiting for you, guys. You can tell it's a South African. I just hope they learn how to comment with rationality. As I said before, this is a country where they have not watched their country qualify for a World Cup through the qualifier since 2002. So they're a bit too excited. You can see the way they comment on TikToks and YouTubes. And honestly, can you blame them? Nigeria, who told us to go and draw these 4 games and lose to Benin? We should literally be romping this group. CAF even made it easier for us. I love what Adnan said about Nigeria. We play according to the level of our opponents. When we have hard groups, Algeria, Cameroon, all these guys, all of a sudden we show workings. But when you have these teams that you think you should just whitewash, all of a sudden that's when Nigeria has issues. But you know what? Feel confident, South Africa, no worries. We'll see if Osimhen plays or doesn't. At the end of the day, our objective is simple. We need to win the game and get 3 points. So we'll see what our team does. All I'll say is, if we win the match, I expect you to have the same energy and come on the comments and talk. Because if you see the way they open their mouth and talk everywhere. If Nigeria win, make sure you come back to these chats and these comments and you let us know your thoughts. It's very, very important. That's all I'll say on that one. V said Okomoses does not have a finish. He's superb at passing. Superb at passing is a stretch. Maybe you mean short passes, because his crossing leaves a lot to be thought about. I think he can even finish sometimes, but you're right. Look, at the end of the day, if Simon was a top player, he would not have spent his career playing for Levante, Nantes, and then now Paris FC. He's a good player. He's not a top player. He's not a Lookman level, an Osimhen level, And I think we just have to admit that that's the case, you know. So if we accept that level and speak to him that way, then we can live with whatever we get, you know. So let's see what happens. What else have we got in the chat, guys? Moses was asked to do too much. His crossing was poor, though. Salenos Titus, thanks so much for the comments. You're right in his crossing. His crossing is always poor. It's so annoying, honestly. I don't get it. Like, it's so poor for Nigeria. But I see what you kind of mean on him being asked to do too much. So let's see what happened. Chukwuemeka said, I'm with you. I'd rather have Iwobi on that flank. Look, guys, Iwobi scored 9 goals and got 6 assists in the Premier League last season. All from playing as left wing. I'm sure from this chat, all 50 people in right now, at least 5 of you are Man United fans. You saw the cross he put in for Smith Rowe to score against you guys last week. My point is, play will be in positions where he's most effective. This guy is usually playing on good pitch. All of a sudden, he'll now be trying to pass the ball on your pitch. He'll be bubbling up anyhow and he'll be feeling bad. Just give it a chance. If Simon is who you want to keep playing as left winger, play will be on left wing. Let's see what he can do. Let's see. Let's just see. You know. V said Moses was left to play too long. I totally agree. I'm going to ignore the South African, but just for you people's interest, it'll be interesting to see. Actually, what's the point? There's no harm. It's still chat. And I like people that are overconfident. Like I said, you know, it's new to them. Go and check the African teams that have gone to World Cup normally. Nigeria, South Africa will not be mates, so we understand. Keep mouthing. You're going to have... Okay, that's a bit disrespectful, so no need to say that one. You will only flock teams in your... You see what I told you about? They don't know how to speak with just like normal conversations. Do you stand any chance against us? Like I said again, Nigerians ignore people. They don't know their history against Nigeria. We've played South Africa 16 times. We have won 8. We have drawn 6. We have only lost twice. In the history since they became South Africa, only 2 times they've ever beaten Nigeria. And one was in one AFCON qualifier that we still qualified anyway. So, no problem. History will always remind people to relax and see what's going on. So, we'll see them when we play them. I don't know if it's because they have players playing in South African League. They think that they are now Super Eagles mates. This same person that is tweeting, he watched the AFCON where they lost to Nigeria in AFCON. And they were even lucky that VAR gave them that penalty to make it 1-1 when it was supposed to be 2-0 in the semi-final. So anyway, we'll see you at that one. Sir Linus Stratus said, Desert's opinion. Guys, I think we've been very nice to Deserts. I think he had some decent moments, to be fair. If we consider the context of it's the first time he's in Nigeria, first time he's playing under this kind of pressure, first time he's playing a competitive game for Nigeria, you know, then you now bring you on as Osimhen's placement after 30 minutes. The whole team's mind drops because Osimhen is injured. Everybody's slightly worried. You know the vibes now. You know how it feels. So I want to just give him some context of the performance. But I also think, in another word, he did not do enough to show me that we should give him the keys. There's a reason he's 30 years old and only still has less than 10 caps for Nigeria. And I just moved to Panathinaikos. Now, when you compare his performance to an Arokodare, for example, I thought Arokodare, oh my God, I've even slandered Arokodare before, but today he gave me joy. He scored the goal. He put himself about. Every aerial duo he won, except maybe 1 or 2. Like, even his ground duo play, on the ground, he was excellent. His passing, his 1-2 touch, his combination touches. He was giving Giroud. Remember Giroud at Arsenal when Giroud used to really link up this football play, you know? So I just think Deserts did not do enough to necessarily showcase what he can do for the national team to then be given an opportunity in these high-stake games. So, for example, against South Africa, I think it's very clear. Osimhen will start if he's fit. In any form. If Osimhen is not fit in any capacity, we'll see Arokodare start. And Arokodare has shown that he deserves to start. He's now played his last 2 games for Nigeria. Literally, our last 2 games, Arokodare has scored our goals. So whether I like it or not, you have to say that he's a player that is showing workings. You can see the evidence. And honestly, long may it continue. It's just beautiful and brilliant to see. So honestly, I think Deserts, he's got his chance. But if I look at him compared to players like Akko Adams, even a Boniface that's going through a low spell, you know, Gift Urban that has refused to decide if he wants to flourish or not. But my point is, we always have strikers that are still going to bang goals. Terry Murphy's not in the camp right now. Terry Murphy's now playing well for Nice. I'm not sure Deserts will get a chance to play for the Super Eagles in a meaningful game again. But the jury is out. Let's see. If Osimhen is not fit, Deserts might get some minutes in South Africa. If he ends up scoring the winning goal, for example, now, all of a sudden, the narrative is very, very different. So, watch this space, guys. But I did think, if out of the two strikers not named Osimhen, Arokodare will be feeling much more happy with himself based on his performance today. And I think that's totally fair. Adama Ogo, thank you so much for the super chat, 3 quid. God bless you. That's amazing. V said, I think Tuesday is going to be an aggressive game. I totally agree. We'll see. Adama said, I guess Nabali will have to be careful next Tuesday with his temperament under pressure. I totally agree. And he's the one Nigerian player we have who actually plays in South Africa. So he's more familiar with these players than the rest of our team. It may mean that he's too eager to prove himself, and that could manifest itself in a positive or a negative way. We've seen Nwabali show no mistakes at an AFCON before. We believe in Nwabali. If he plays to his strengths, we know what Nwabali can do, But we also know that if he gets carried away by the occasion, he's in South Africa, he wants to show that the league I play in, my teammates are better than all these players, it could get to his head. Just don't do anything silly. So I agree with you on that one with Nwabali. So let's see. John Jones said FIFA needs to deduct those 3 points. Honestly, we've spoken about this. We've dissected it. I've spoken about it. What will be, will be. At the end of the day, they've deducted 3 points from Nigeria before in the 2018 World Cup qualifiers. So we're asking for the same for South Africa. But it is a shame that Nigeria is asking for such, because really and truly, we should have beaten them normally and we will not be in this predicament at all. But it is what it is. Let's see how we perform in these games. Adama said, yes, I'm Man U fan, you see. I knew you people will be here. So you people know. So it will be work. You've seen how they perform. Don't make me start talking about Premier League now. Maybe one of these days we'll get the fans involved and depending on the club support, let's have a round table after one of the Premier League weekends. That would be nice. Ada said he won't be as good when he has an overlapping LB. That's a very, very good point to make out, actually, and I like that you raised that. Who's the overlapping left back? Was it Anthony Robinson? Anthony Robinson, the American international. Yeah, you're right. That's a very, very good observation, Ada. I just wanted to be sure about that because everybody remembers how well Anthony Robinson played last season for Fulham. I thought there was a period where he was even the best left back in the league, to be honest. So that kind of makes sense because Iwobi also does a lot of cutting into the box, crossing, using his right foot. So an overlapping left back. So maybe Onyemachi could still do the job for him. Although Felix Agu also overlaps. So that's an interesting one to monitor. Another few final bits and bobs from you guys. Adama said, but I will now join CPFC, Fulham and Wolves because of the new Super Eagles signing. Oh Lord, said he'll be a Man U fan. We'll still be a Man U fan now. Even me, I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't care if Arsenal don't sign any Nigerian players. Even though we have all the Nigerians that chose to play for Colonizer. Easy, Nwaneri, Saka, no problem. Look, when Arsenal play any of these my Nigerian players teams, I'm still happy when we beat the shit out of them. Arsenal's next game is Nottingham Forest. I hope they cook online. But outside of the games when it's Arsenal, I wish them all the best and I wish them well for the national team. So let's see. Don't worry, Man U. I understand what you're going through. Ruben Amorim down the wheel. Don't worry. The jury's out. We'll see what happens with you guys. Don't worry. We'll continue to observe this space. Jojo said Deserts will come good. My friend, I'm not sure, I'm not so sure. He's okay. I think he's reached his peak. He's 30 years old. He was the top goal scorer in the Scottish League last season. He's a bit of a lower league bully. Every time he played in Syria or the Bundesliga, I didn't do as well. I remember his Cremonese spell. But whenever he's played in Belgium or Scotland, all these non-top 5 leagues, even when he was in Eredivisie, he will shine. He likes playing against useless defenders. But once he plays a real Gidigbo, Van Dijk and co, or even a Crystal Palace McGray, all of a sudden you see him struggle. So I think he's right where he deserves to be. Last comment from this South African. Excuses and history won't save. Oh, too much cho. Too much cho. Make sure you win this match, oh. Make sure you win this match. Make sure you win this match. Make sure you win this match. And that said, Arokodare has moved up to second in the striker pecking order behind Oli Osimhen. I totally agree. He's shown the workings. He's delivered in the big moments. He scored in a competitive game now and a non-competitive game, and he's playing in the Premier League. Everybody knows of his move. He signed for Wolves. Even though Wolves may struggle with relegation, we know that their biggest strengths are still their strikers, Strand Larsen and Arokodare now, you know. So I really like everything that's happening in Arokodare's career and how intentional he is about the way he positions himself and makes himself look. You know, it definitely makes me feel like this is someone that takes career seriously. And then final bits and bobs, you know, we've been standing and talking about Nigeria. Let me go and celebrate with my family too. I just relax. But honestly, this has been amazing. I thank you guys so much. Double H Record said they won't deduct any points. It's also possible they won't deduct any points, and they will face getting this our second spot. But the fact of the matter is, point deduction or no point deduction, Nigeria has to win all our games, and we have to beat South Africa, even if it's 1-0, 0.5, 0.0. I don't care. Beat them. I watched Lesotho, South Africa. Do you know that we need to go and call Pesero again? And every Nigerian player that played when we played Lesotho and drew against Lesotho, and they need to knock all of them's head, all of them, one by one. They should make them pick pin. Lesotho are a god-awful team, man. God forgive me, they're so bad. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. And we not beat them. Now we are doing calculation. Anyway, it is what it is. We live what we have now. Ada, thanks for reminding me. I knew he had a lot of assists because he was the FPL dynamite. I love FPL in my life. I play so seriously. If you're not on the Nigeria Football Weekly fancy league, make sure you join it. Like I said, I'm gonna give someone whatever the new Nigeria jersey is at the time. Whoever the winner is will get one of those. South Africa said I'm an Arsenal fan. Wow, what do we agree on? Well, I'm not surprised. Look, everybody loves their country. I don't expect anything less. I just think you guys are very aggressive with the way you're commenting. Like, act like you've been here before. Act like you've been one of the best teams in Africa before. You know, because even that your AFCON that you won in 98 in your own show, you know they banned Nigeria from coming as champions because Abacha said we should not go. So even that your AFCON get come out, but I don't want to talk too much. But just act like you belong. You know, we know you have good facilities, good stadium, good league. But act like, have you seen that video? Calm down, you're gonna get some. Act like you've been here before. You know, that's all I want to see from you guys, please. Act like it's okay to be a big team. Since you want to come and G with the big boys, now behave like it's, yeah. Everything gets the South Africans excited. Oh my God, you're gonna win. We're gonna destroy you. We're gonna flog you. Hey, how can you say this? It's like, relax now. We can tell it's your first time qualifying for World Cup or almost getting there in a generation. Relax. V said, Olu, are you coming for AFCON in December? Great question. By God's grace, I will be in AFCON. I'll be in Nigeria during the group stages of AFCON. So I want to see if we can even do like some live streams or like live watch-alongs. So watch this space. It's going to be my first time since I was 16 that I'll be able to watch AFCON in Nigeria. And I'm so excited because no matter how much you watch this diaspora, they don't love Super Eagles like our people. So definitely some watch-alongs. And then by God's grace, I hope I'll be able to go to some of the knockout games, you know, depending on where we play, because it's easier to get to Morocco than a lot of other African places from here. So that's the hope, but we'll see what happens anyway. Last, we hope Nigeria will have World Cup to qualify for so that we can prosecute AFCON in peace, you know. So watch this space. And then finally, the last comment for the day by Uchenna Ihe Kumer. I am so sorry, my friend. Please forgive me for my pronunciation. That was shocking. I'm just gonna say Uchenna. Forgive me. I do not take any offense. That was really bad. I know when people see me sometimes they think I'm Igbo, so I should even know. But I'm so sorry I don't. He said, hope in South Africa match will get a midfield that has Uche, Ralph, and Ndidi. I know what you mean. I definitely want to see Onyedika play, and I want to because Uche play. But our hands are tied. Let's see what the manager has in mind, and then we'll take it from there, and we'll go from there. Uchenna, Emma Binu, forgive me. He said, you don't kill my name. I'm so sorry. Please, please, please. Uche, forgive me. Please, please, please. I'm not going to try again. I promise. Please forgive me. Please. I'm so sorry. That was really, really shit. Sorry. Jamboree said those 3 points are def getting deducted. It will def go to CAS otherwise, and we can't win there. Not be FIFA law. I know what you mean, because we always see the court of arbitration for sports. Usually the decision is final, but I don't know what jurisdiction they have around matters that have to do with Africa. Obviously it's a FIFA matter, but we want to monitor. Let's see. My whole point is, deduction or no deduction, we have to beat South Africa. So what will be. Obviously it will be amazing for us to get to a position where we beat South Africa, then they deduct their points. All of a sudden, we'll be head-to-head on points. But the problem now is if they deduct their points, they will be on -5 goal difference. Right now, we're -2. Let's say we beat South Africa by 1 goal on Tuesday. We go up to +3. They will be +4, even if they deduct their points. So the point is we need to score more goals than South Africa because we'll be level on points. So that's why it's a bit annoying. We only won today 1-0. Should have been 2, 3, or 4. But look, let's beat South Africa. One thing I like about Nigeria, if they see the working that is needed, we'll do it. Let's say we beat South Africa now. We know that our final 2 games are Zimbabwe and Benin. And we know the number of goals we need to score. And this one that Osimhen don't injure. I hope it's a small injury that even if he has to miss South Africa, he'll be okay by early October to come and play for us. Because honestly, Osimhen and Arokodare are the only people that have scored for us this year in World Cup qualifier. So let's be watching ourselves, And that's why I like what Adnan said about Lukman scoring his first goal of these qualifiers, because he's yet to score one as well. So let's watch out and see what happens. Anyway, what else have we got? FIFA points on South Africa. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Uchenna, forgive me. Like I said, I love that you're being a good sport and you're laughing about it. Thank you guys so much. Come to Morocco now. We'll see our best. We'll see what we can do about that. So that'll be amazing. So let's see. Jamboree, you're right as well. I do believe that CAS has jurisdiction over it because it's FIFA, but I was just mentioning that I know it's to do with African teams. But you're right that worst case scenario will go to CAS. But do you really think Ibrahim Gusau knows what CAS is? That Ibrahim Gusau, I'll do a special episode for that guy because I don't know what that guy is doing as NFL president. But I do agree with your sentiment. And then finally, Can't Choose Name said Uche's goal was valid because there were 2 players behind him. Even if he was behind the goalkeeper. Uche. He doesn't mean Uche. Does he mean Osimhen's goal? I'm not sure what he's talking about in that one. But anyway, guys, I need to wrap up for today's episode of the podcast. I want to go do a review properly for you guys and your listening pleasure. But I just want to say a big thank you to everybody for joining the live. It's been amazing and a very enjoyable one, especially with the Super Eagles winning the game, even if it's 1-0. Remember, we're playing South Africa in Bloemfontein on Tuesday, 5 p.m. kickoff. So literally just under 72 hours to go. I'll be doing a review on the Rwanda game and touching the performances. And as I said, I'm recording a preview episode tomorrow with a South African guest and a Nigerian guest to get other people's opinions on the podcast. It will likely be out either later tomorrow evening or at the very latest early Monday morning. So bear with me. Thank you so much. I'm now so close to 4,000 subscribers that I can't even believe it. Like, we're at 3,950 now. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's ever engaged with the channel, with the podcast in any way. As of February this year, I didn't even have up to 1,000 subscribers. This is a passion project from, you can see how many episodes I've posted. I just love Super Eagles. I love Nigeria. Football and music are my things. And Arsenal and Super Eagles are the hills I've chosen to die on. I will not die in Jesus' name, but you get what I'm saying. So I just want to explain that to say how much more I'm grateful for the love the comments, the engagement, the viewing, and everything. I do not take it for granted. Like I said, it's a passion project. I have a day job. This does not pay me anyway, but we all love Nigeria. If we love the country, we must do our part to make sure that we big up our players and put our players in the best foot forward always. So that's exactly why I wanted to just send my love and say thank you for all the engagement. So like I said, we've got a lot coming for you. Look out for all of that, of course. It's always an exciting time, and honestly, I'm just floating now that we've won this game, and long may it continue. Just to end the podcast, I'll just touch on the final 6 comments I've seen. Can't Choose Name said Uche's goal was valid. Oh, that's the one I didn't see anyway. He said Arokodare. Yeah, Arokodare's goal was valid. Yeah, you're totally right, bro. Elias said, great stream, bro. Thank you so much. I'm a very, very, very experienced podcaster, but I'm still a very, very new learner to the streaming game. So thanks for the advice, and I really appreciate it. Sorry about the little issues here or there, and I really appreciate the lovely words as well. Sheon, thanks for the clarification. Adama, thanks for the well done. And Can't Choose Name, don't worry, I totally got it. We all make mistakes, but the point was very, very clear and totally makes sense. So yes, again, just to finally round the podcast, Super Eagles of Nigeria have won. We're all excited. We're all happy. Watch out for the review episode. Watch out for the preview episode. And I'll see you on the next stream. We will definitely do another one for the South Africa game. In fact, that is paramount. I'll go and do my research to make sure we have all the right logos and everything here, because we want to level it up the same way we level up all the videos. So once again, thank you so much. God bless you all. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Nigeria Football Weekly podcast. Remember, we are Nigeria Football Weekly on all our social media channels. TikTok, Instagram. I think we have just over 2,000 followers on TikTok and Instagram, so the more the merrier. God bless you. Twitter, we're not even at 2K yet, but YouTube shows me the most love, so I want to thank you all, YouTube tribe. Honestly, this is where it's at, and so much more, and amen, it will continue. Gospel AI said, you're really good at this. Means a lot. I'm very humbled by that. I know I've always been good at talking, but I love football and I do my research, and I want you guys to also thank my cousin Emeka. In the background, he does all the graphics, he does all the video cuts, he's the one who pulls all the information together. So we're a football loving family that love the podcast and I love Nigeria football as usual. He's a Liverpool fan, so we disagree on that one, but thanks so much for the kind words, Gospel and Can't Choose Name. Thank you for answering. Great podcast. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Can't Choose Name. Have a wonderful evening, enjoy the weekend, and make sure you have a drink for the Super Eagles tonight, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Nigeria Football Weekly podcast. Until next time, Oluoke Day for you and Super Eagles Day for us. God bless everybody. Go and jam that new Rema song, Fun. That's what I want to do. Want to have fun tonight. God bless my people. Take it easy. Ciao, ciao.